Lesson 1. Early Human Evolution and Migration. Human evolution is the long process through which humans and their ancestors developed from earlier, more primitive forms over millions of years. This process, known as evolution, involves changes in physical features, behaviors, and ways of life that allowed early humans to adapt to different environments. Understanding early human evolution and migration helps us learn where humans came from and how they adapted to new challenges, laying the foundation for modern societies. Early humans belong to a group called hominins, which includes humans and our closest extinct relatives. Here's a brief overview of some important stages in human evolution. Australopithecines appeared around 4 million years ago. These are among the earliest known hominins, with species like Australopithecus afarensis, Lucy, being famous examples. They walked on 2 legs, but had small brains compared to modern humans. Australopithecines mainly lived in Africa. Homo habilis appeared around 2.4 to 1.5 million years ago. Known as handy man, Homo habilis is one of the earliest members of the human genus, Homo. This species used simple tools made of stone, a major step in human development. They had slightly larger brains than earlier hominins. Homo erectus appeared around 1.9 million to 110,000 years ago. Homo erectus had an even larger brain and was the first species to use fire and more advanced tools. They were also the first known hominins to migrate out of Africa, reaching parts of Asia and Europe. Homo erectus marks a significant step in brain development and the ability to survive in various climates. Homo sapiens appeared around 300,000 years ago. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, developed larger brains, complex language, art, and more sophisticated tools. They are known for their creativity, problem-solving abilities, and cultural complexity. Early Homo sapiens lived in Africa but eventually migrated to all parts of the world, adapting to different environments. A key part of human evolution was the development of tools and language. Tools allowed early humans to hunt animals, gather plants, and build shelter more effectively. Over time, early humans progressed from using simple stones to creating specialized tools, such as spearheads and cutting tools. The development of language was also essential. Language allowed early humans to communicate, share knowledge, work together, and build complex societies. Although we don't know exactly when language developed, scientists believe that Homo sapiens had some form of language, which helped them thrive and work together more effectively. The story of human migration begins in Africa. Scientists believe that all modern humans have common ancestors who lived in Africa around 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. Over tens of thousands of years, early humans began to move out of Africa and into different parts of the world. Here's a timeline of major migration events. 1. Out of Africa, about 60,000 to 70,000 years ago. The first groups of Homo sapiens began migrating from Africa into the Middle East, Asia, and Europe. This movement likely happened due to changes in climate, food scarcity, or curiosity. 2. Into Asia and Europe around 50,000 years ago. Early humans spread across Asia and Europe, adapting to cold and diverse environments. They encountered and sometimes interbred with other hominin species like Neanderthals in Europe and Denisovans in Asia. 3. Australia, around 40,000 to 50,000 years ago. Humans reached Australia, likely using simple boats to cross the water. This was one of the earliest examples of long-distance sea travel. 4. The Americas, around 15,000 to 20,000 years ago. The last major migration was into the Americas. During the Ice Age, sea levels were lower, creating a land bridge between Asia and North America called Beringia. Early humans crossed this bridge and spread across North and South America. As early humans migrated, they had to adapt to new and challenging environments. In colder climates, they developed ways to keep warm, like making clothing from animal skins and building shelters. In hotter, arid regions, they learned to find water and developed methods to hunt and gather food efficiently. Diet also changed based on what was available. For example, early humans in Europe hunted large animals like mammoths, while those in tropical regions relied more on plants and smaller animals. The evolution and migration of early humans had a huge impact on the development of human societies. Differences in environment led to diversity in languages, cultures, and lifestyles. For instance, humans in different regions developed unique tools, art, and traditions based on their surroundings. Migration also led to genetic diversity, which is why humans today have different physical features, such as skin color, hair type, and facial structures. Understanding early human evolution and migration also helps us recognize our shared origins. Even though people today look different and live in varied environments, we all come from a common ancestry. This knowledge encourages respect for diversity and appreciation for our similarities. In conclusion, early human evolution and migration are fascinating topics that show how humans developed, adapted, and spread across the globe. Starting from simple beginnings in Africa, early humans developed tools, language, and social structures that helped them thrive. Through migration, they explored new lands and learned to survive in different climates. Today, we carry the legacy of these early humans in our shared history and our continued curiosity about the world around us. In our next lesson, we'll look at the development of humans in what we commonly call the Paleolithic Age. See you then.